Becoming a pro wrestler, another day, another episode. And in today's episode, you are going to watch me chain wrestle, and you're also going to watch me learn how to strike. And by striking, I mean throwing punches. And in a sport that revolves around choreographed fighting, you'd be surprised at how real those punches actually feel. Spoiler alert, they hurt. But either way, in today's training session, I learned a specific chain wrestling sequence. The thing with chain wrestling is there's honestly like a million of maneuvers, there's a million ways to actually chain wrestle with someone. I'm talking like a bunch. And chain wrestling is obviously very important because it serves as a showcase of skill. When you watch two people chain wrestling, typically at the beginning of a match, it truly feels like a sport. It truly feels like you're watching two experts going at it. And at the same time, chain wrestling serves as a way to hide the lack of skill. If you're in the middle of a match and you have no idea what to do next, the coaches always tell us to chain wrestle. That way you can, and this is going to be me spoiling a lot of secrets, but that way you can communicate with your opponent what to do next. And at the same time, it gives you some time to, I guess, take a breather, plan what you're going to do next, and pretty much look cool while doing so. Either way, this chain wrestling sequence thing, if I could even call it that, because it's very short, required me to do a front flip and a back flip. With the front flip, I was alright. I wasn't really scared to do that. But with the back flip though, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shook when they told me I had to do one. But then I realized I was gonna be just fine because I obviously received help from the person who I'm chain wrestling with and from the ropes that are made of actual metal. So they should be able to hold me pretty well. This is what it looked like.
I hear Midwestern. They really circled back and doubled down on like quasi-Jewish. Like all I ever hear from Mormons, like sometimes I bring them out.
So as you can see, for the first try, not too bad. But then me and my training partner decided to add both some heat and a comeback. What is heat, you may ask? That is pretty much when the bad guy kicks the good guy's ass. And the comeback is, as the name suggests, when the good guy comes back from that. But again, this wasn't anything extensive. It's probably not even how long a heat or a comeback would last. But it was a little something, and this is how it looked like.
Kind of cheaper per capita and more nutrient dense, but also more trying to say before we go. Very excited. Very excited. Late July. Yeah. Never been to the West Coast at all. Hi, Amelia's family. We drove 6 hours show a couple days after it ends. That so it's like
yeah, I hate looking back at that. I promise my selling is better than what I showcased, but obviously no excuses, I still have a long way to go. Little side note, I actually broke free from, I guess, the chain, the lock, the wrong way. It's supposed to be upwards, not downwards. This is him explaining that to me. This is where the video gets very interesting. Because after that, I decided to work on my striking. And again, I say this about everything, but striking sucks. And there's different variations of striking. Obviously, you have punching, which is what I did in this video because it's the one that I guess is less physical. I'm not at the point where I'm super confident in hitting someone with, which is the next strike, a forearm. There's elbows, there's different sorts of striking combinations. But with this one, I guess I was sort of working on the punching and also selling a punch. And honestly, these just hurt, they suck. This is what it looked like.
Back into it at some point.
I mean, now that
If I find another, I'll see if I can.
yeah, I go straight check.
So yeah, that's what my selling looked like. You be the judge of whether that looked good or not. But the thing with selling though is that there's different types of selling. There's a selling that a babyface or a good guy would do. Typically you sell downward. And then there's a heel selling, which is this over-exaggerated motion and these different types of mannerisms that again are very exaggerated because the crowd wants to see the good guy kick the bad guy's ass. And yeah, this was me trying the 2 different variations of selling.
The kid that I'm trying to land on my.
Oh, look at that. It's odd. How do I tell my college friends that I'm just taking strikes to the neck in a safe manner? So as you can see, yeah, it's not the most pleasant feeling in the world. And yeah, I still have a lot to work on. But yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about getting better. It's all about being the best version of yourself every single day. That's what I'm hoping to strive for. Hoping to stay consistent and, again, pretty much continue to improve. So this is the end of the episode. If you enjoyed, I would really appreciate it if you could consider hitting the like and subscribe button. But if not, that's okay. Hopefully you'll be able to join me on this journey to show the whole world that no light can outshine a superstar.